So thank you for watching this video. Today, of course, one of the question in my last video was on the capital raising, because that's the hot topic. And कुछ करें या ना करें, कैपिटल तो सबको ही चाहिए. So people were exploring about कि ये IPO क्या होती है, IPO से खूब सारा भर भर के पैसा कैसे लिया जाए. तो आई थॉट एक छोटा सा स्मॉल सेशन करूँ मैं SME IPO पे, बिकॉज इन जनरल जो लार्जेस्ट कंपनीज होती हैं दे गो ऑन द मेन बोर्ड, एंड जो स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज की MSMEs की और स्टार्टअप वगैरह हैं दे गो ऑन द SME IPO. फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट, पहली बात कि आप यू हैव टू बी इन प्रॉफिट, यू कांट बी लॉस मेकिंग एंड देन यू गो टू फंड रेज थ्रू SME IPO. सो इन जनरल ये भी है कि 2 से 3 साल का प्रॉफिट का एक ट्रेंड चल रहा हो, देन इट्स अ गुड थिंग टू डू. Basic objective of SME IPO is to raise the growth capital. So growth and profitability दिखनी चाहिए, and then to scale it up, and ramp it up further. You might go to initial public offer for raising the capital. So what may be the steps of SME IPO? And I'm sure it is very important for you to know. First thing first, again, the number one step that along with being in profit, you have to be really compliant. So be it your GST, TDS, other labor laws, or I mean all kind of taxation. You should not be in litigation. There should not be some kind of legal case between the co-founders, and so everything should be clear, absolutely legal, tax and finance. So profit is there, compliance is there, then you can think about it. If it is not, hire a good consultant, get all these things sorted internally, and then you can start the preparation towards the IPO. And the very first step would be to hire a merchant banker who would advise you how to go about it. And that's remain a very critical step one, that who is your merchant banker. Do they have enough investor pool? Do they have the underwriters aligned with them? Because unlike main board IPO, SME IPO is 100% underwritten. So that's a good thing as well. ये कभी fail नहीं हो सकता, because there is somebody who has given you guarantee that this fund would be raised. The other point is that SME IPO में आप 25 CR के ऊपर का जो paid up capital है post issue नहीं कर सकते. So in general this is for lower money, and at least 25% of equity dilution happens. I think I digress, so I'm coming back. So number one step is merchant banker. Number two would be to make the red herring prospectus, which gets filed with the ROC, the local ROC office, and post that you apply to the stock exchange. And once that get approved, your merchant banker and you go for a meeting with the investor, telling them what you want to do, what is your size, how the valuation of the shares are going to be, and convince them that they should be investing into the IPO as a I would say qualified institutional investor. Because वो ज़रूरत होती है, बिल्कुल केवल आप पब्लिक के भरोसे नहीं जा सकते, बिकॉज इसमें रिस्क ज़्यादा है, लिक्विडिटी कम है, तो एट टाइम्स public at large may not be able to invest and trust you so much. So QIP की ज़रूरत है ही है. And when that happens, is kind of done, and post that you apply to a stock exchange, it gets open for minimum 3 days period. So you can find this on any Google search. So I'm not going to speak much on that. But finally the shares are listed on a stock exchange. यहाँ पे जो ध्यान देने वाली चीज़ें हैं कि 25% का डायलूशन होगा ही होगा प्रमोटर का. प्रमोटर के पास लॉक इन होगा. During the lock-in period, they will not be able to trade and sell in their shares Another thing you should keep in mind that post IPO, your compliance level and the reporting level will go up. So as a closely held company, as a private limited company, आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न और ROC में सेक्रेटेरियल कंप्लायंस करना होता है, and there is none to answer. Now you have to continue with the trust of people who have invested in you. So स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में रिपोर्टिंग होती है, थोड़ी बहुत सेबी की गाइडलाइंस फॉलो करनी पड़ती है. अनलाइक मेन बोर्ड वाले, आई मीन इन SME IPO द legislation and regulation are very less, but even then you have to be really compliant, vigilant. You have to close the account very timely. So I mean, these are the I would say the compliance requirement for SME IPO post the shares are listed. So finally, it has good and bad. What is good is that you get the capital, which is the essential requirement to grow your business, and you get it from large number of people. So it's not like one person is trusting you. There are multiple people who have trusted you. A little bit of bad is that you kind of lose the control on the company to some extent, and you become accountable to people at large. You have to close your books in time. You have to report to the stock exchange. You cannot be non-compliant, and you cannot run the company on your own whims and fancies. And probably you can't take the money the way you used to in a closely held company. So, but all these changes are good. These are good, I would say, growing pains to have, because you are now ready to grow much bigger. Your goodwill grows like anything in the market. So one should definitely think about it if they are complying with the eligibility norms to go for SME IPO. That's all, my friend. And once again, if you like the video, please do press the like button. Even if you don't like, do that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it benefits you.